In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a rib that's out of place. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to quickly fix a rib that feels like it's popped, slipped, or just out of place. And to make it easy, I'm going to break the video up into 3 separate parts, and each part will focus on a different cause. In the first part, we're going to do stretching exercises to loosen up that soft tissue tightness and hopefully give some quick rib pain relief. In the second part, we're going to do a self-mobilization technique that may end in a satisfying self-pop, crack, or release. In the last part, we're going to try to get rid of rib pain for good, keep everything where it needs to be with a great strengthening exercise. All parts work just a little bit differently, so go through them all and use what works best for you. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home and may give quick rib pain relief, even in as little as 30 seconds. So let's get started and fix that rib pain for good right now. A big reason why a rib might feel like it's slipped, popped, or out of place is because of a strain or sprain in the soft tissue that supports the ribs in the back, around the rib cage, and also the chest. Here are some great stretching exercises that may give quick rib pain relief and may also end in a satisfying self-pop, crack, or release. This first one is best done seated with very good upright posture. So take your arms, overlap them like this, kind of like a genie position. Whatever side that you're having pain, let's say it's my left side right here, you're going to turn your body in the opposite direction. So I'm turning all the way towards my right. The more that you go over, the more that you're going to start to feel restriction, possibly discomfort starting to form. So go to that point, but not to the point where it's agonizing. What I'm going to do is kind of like a before and after at this point. This will be our before, because you're going to notice that this right here will probably offer you a lot more range of motion, pain-free range of motion at the end. So once I can't go any further, what I'm going to do is then tilt my body downward. So taking my right shoulder down towards the floor as much as I can, you'll really feel a very deep, intense stretch over the back and the rib cage. Go as far as you can comfortably. From there, we're going to try to expand the rib cage and also activate the intercostal muscles by doing a deep breath in and then letting it all out. And do that about 3 complete times, just nice and slowly. From there, I'm going to come back up. You're going to notice now that you can just turn your body a little bit more. And then I'm just going to repeat that process, nice and slow, building into each repetition. I just keep doing this over and over again until I can't go any further. And then afterwards, do that before and after. You'll probably notice that you started right here, and now you can turn a lot further with less pain or discomfort. And when doing that motion, I tend to also get a sudden pop or release in my back around that rib if it does feel like it's locked up, and it does release quite quickly. But when you're done on one side, I do recommend switching to the other to keep them both in balance. So here's a really easy stretching exercise that you can do standing right in a doorway. What I'm going to do is bend my elbows roughly at 90 degrees, kind of like a field goal position. Just put your forearms flush against the door frame. From here, my feet are going to be together, and then I'm going to just lean my whole body forward as much as I can. You want a nice, deep, comfortable stretch with this one. You're going to feel the chest really open up, the ribs right here over the sternum, going into the sides, into the rib cage, and then also towards the back, kind of like almost the shoulder blades in the back pinching together. It usually feels really, really good. And if you do have some spots that are locked up, you might get that sudden pop, crack, or release. But I try to hold this one comfortably for about 20 seconds, doing nice, slow, deep breaths in and out to activate the rib cage and those intercostal muscles. From there, I'm just going to come back like this and relax. And I try to do this one 3 to 5 times. With each repetition, really allow your body weight to go forward and stretch more into it. From there, if it still feels like you need a little bit more, you can experiment with different movements and placements of the arms and hands. So instead of doing kind of like a field goal position right here, straighten your arms up like this to do a Y position and lean forward. You'll notice it hits the chest and the back just a little bit differently. You can also create a W right here with your elbows and give that one a try. If you have a lot more off to one side, you can also just focus on one side by stabilizing your shoulder right here with the other side's hand and then leaning into it. So if I have a lot of right-sided pain, I'm just leaning forward into it as much as I can. It usually offers a little bit more of a stretch. But whatever you do on one side, I do recommend switching to the other to keep them both imbalance. In this part, I'm going to show an easy way to self-mobilize, pop, crack, release, whatever you want to call it, the upper back and around the ribs. This one is going to require a foam roller. If you don't have one, it's a worthwhile investment if you have chronic upper back and rib pain. I'm going to be using a 24-inch high-density foam roller. You want one that is going to be wide enough to cover your whole back. They're very easy to get. You can get them at local sporting goods departments, online. I'll leave a link in this video's description if you would like to get it on Amazon. But we're going to start lying on our back. Put the foam roller right at the bottom of the middle back. Do not do this over the lower back because it can jam up the joints, causing discomfort. Only over the middle to upper back. But I'm going to take my hands, place them on the back of my head just like this. I'm going to then wing my elbows and allow gravity to take my upper back and head down. You'll feel a gentle stretch. It helps put the back into extension, opening up those joints. From there, I'm going to lift my butt up, kind of like a bridge exercise, and then use my leg strength to roll up and down any spot that you feel needs attention. Just go nice and slowly over it, up and down for about 5 to 10 repetitions. Do nice, slow, controlled breathing also. With this one, if there is a segment that is locked, you might get that sudden pop, crack, or release. But from there, if you feel like you need a little bit more attention, especially off to one side, like let's say I have a little bit more on my right side right here, you can tilt your body towards that direction and then hit the ribs just a little bit more. I really feel it over my right side. It feels really good. But just repeat this over any spot that just needs attention. And if you need to focus a little bit more off to one side, again, just tilt your body a little bit more to hit those ribs. If that spot just still feels very tight, locked, doesn't want to release, we can take this one to the next level by putting a little bit more of a passive stretch in there to help open it up. The thing with this, do not try to force it. This should be a very deep, comfortable stretch, but should not be painful. If you experience pain, please discontinue immediately. So I'm going to center the foam roller right over that spot that I'm focusing on. From there, I'm going to try to wing my elbows and take my head down as much as I can, building the back into extension. This might be enough right here to finally just get it to release and feel a lot better. If you feel like you need a little bit more, you can then do a winging motion with your elbows and bring your head down at the same time. Kind of watch how I do this. Just a quick winging motion like that. Puts a passive stretch over that area. Again, you might get a sudden pop. Don't try to force it though. And you can do this one for about 3 to 5 times. You can also experiment by taking your hands right here, overlapping them, taking them down, and then do a quick drop with the hands too. I don't know if you actually heard it over the microphone, but I got a nice, ooh, right there, nice little release with that. But you can repeat that over any spot. It's just as a quick way to self-mobilize the upper back and the ribs. So one of the best ways to make sure that your ribs stay in place is to strengthen everything in the upper back and chest that helps support the ribs. I'm going to go over a combination exercise that you can do daily in bed or on a floor. The first movement is a yoga pose called the cat camel. It really helps with spine mobility and also building core strength. So what I'm going to do is start off on all fours just like this. The movement to begin with is rounding the back, kind of like arching it up like this as much as we can while tucking the stomach inwards and engaging those core muscles. I try to hold this one for a couple seconds, and then from there I'm just going to relax by allowing my stomach to go down towards the floor, and I raise my head up very slightly. You'll feel a little bit of a different stretch going into the abdomen right here, into the chest, and also the upper back. But you want to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions. With each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. And afterwards, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or 2. Next, we're going to focus a little bit more on thoracic rotation. So again, I'm going to start on all fours. I'm going to take one hand, place it behind my head just like this, engage my core for support, and then just rotate by turning my upper body and elbow up towards the ceiling. When you do this, you're going to feel a ton of muscles fire in the chest and upper back. You want to hold this position for about 5 seconds. You're going to slowly come back down, and then you're just going to repeat it on the other side. I try to do this one for about 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. And again, if you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or 2. Next, we're going to do the classic push-up because it really just helps with chest strength and also with upper back strength. A lot of people have difficulty with the push-up. So if that is you, start off by doing a kneeling push-up. So I'm going to just place my body weight over my knees like this, but crisscross my legs. From there, I can then do a push-up. I try to pull my arms off to the side and then just control this motion just nice and slowly. What you want to do is fight your body weight going down and then slowly come up like this, engaging both the back and the chest muscles at the same time. Try to do this one for 10 to 15 repetitions. If you want to make it more challenging, you can throw more repetitions in and then do as many sets as you like. From there, you can progress into the full push-up once you gain the strength or already have it. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to the channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.